Hello, YouTube. Welcome to this week's episode of What If. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Sean.
And Sean, I think we all bet that this would be your favorite episode.
This was not.
If I had to put my money on it, I would have said this would have been it.
Nope.
But I also thought this episode was going to go a little differently than it did.
So did I. This was Disney-fied.
Was it though? I mean, there was some graphic stuff there. I mean, you saw some.
It was Disney-fied. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
It's pretty Disney-fied.
Okay.
Yeah. It was definitely Disney-fied. There's no other way to really kind of put it. It was what it was.
I wanted blood and guts and fucking gross and.
Yeah, I wanted something a little bit more deep in. You know what I mean? Like I wanted, oh shit, I'm like, oh god, like that moments. And I really, there weren't. It was just too. It was trying to be too funny. And from what we got last week in Doctor Strange, which was really dark, to getting this week, which should have been dark and it wasn't. It was too Spider-Man-y.
It was. It was a very Spider-Man centric story, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
I guess I should have, since the Marvel Legend came out and it was Zombie Hunter Spider-Man.
Yeah, but was he a zombie hunter?
No, I don't understand. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like add anything to his abilities at all in any way?
Well, and he didn't even get the cape. So like he got it for a split second. Like he in the toy, he has the cape, Doctor Strange's cape on. Like it was like it's very bizarre. But I did like the fact that this was kind of like, what if Infinity War was different? Like Hulk got there too late, and this virus broke out right before.
I don't fucking I don't think like this is another issue I had. I don't think it needed to be a part of the Infinity War. Like I think it just needed to be its own thing. And I didn't like that.
Well, they did it to tie it into the movies.
I know, and I didn't like it.
I mean, because they had, everyone but Spider-Man.
So is that? Back. So I guess that's what we're doing. We're just tying it into the movies. This is really What If from the MCU.
Yeah,
this is definitely What If MCU version, not What If Marvel Comics version. No, this is MCU shit.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess this.
I mean, every single episode is. I mean, they're getting the actors back. They're getting the fucking scenes from the movies in there. And that's all it is.
It makes sense, but
we're not going to get like the What If with the Fantastic Four with Ghost Rider and Wolverine and Hulk and Spider-Man. We're not going to get.
But we might eventually. I don't think season 1 we will, because this is going to continue to happen, because we're going to get a part 2 to Marvel Zombies in season 2.
Are we? Because it seems like it's over. I don't think.
No,
I think it's over.
They ended with Thanos in Wakanda.
That's it, and that's it. I don't
missing one of the stones, and Peter had the stone.
I don't think we're getting a part 2 to this.
I think we're getting a part 2 to this.
I think it ends right here, and that's it.
Like a part 2 to this series, or a part 2 to this episode?
I think we're getting a part 2 to this episode. I think it'll be different though, because you're not gonna have Chadwick.
You're gonna have Spider-Man do something with that fucking cape.
Well, yeah, and not Paul Rudd's floating head, which was so bizarre. Like,
and at one point, the floating head had the cape.
He did at the end, yeah. He was,
we could, because I'm very curious to see what the fuck happened to Bucky and what happened to Hulk.
And that would be kind of awesome if Ant-Man's floating head was like suddenly on like a fucking cyborg body with the cape and shit. Like, all right.
I mean, Wakanda could do that if somebody's alive in Wakanda.
Sure. Well, that's the thing. They said that Wakanda was like the last line of defense, because even
but it was breached. Thanos was right there in Wakanda.
He was on the outside. He wasn't in.
No, he was on the inside.
He was on the inside looking out. Wakanda was behind him.
He was on the inside of Wakanda, bro.
Oh, maybe I misread that.
The zombies were on the inside, man.
Oh, interesting. It did pull up my heartstrings.
That's why I think like this is it. Like that was it. That was just a story, just to tell a story of what could have happened and
But we already know that Ultron is going to be in one of these episodes, because they showed him in like trailer clips and shit. So
that's another story of this.
But is it like? I have a feeling they're going to try to tie a lot of this shit.
I don't think so. You think so?
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, there was that scene where we saw like fucking all those people in like that roundabout Avengers thing. And
They
it
already
had
showed that though, didn't they?
No,
no,
Yeah, they did.
that was in a
not in
trailer.
an
They
episode.
didn't show it in an episode.
They showed that. They showed that in like, oh, what if this happened in the Avengers? Like they showed that in one of the
No.
couple episodes.
No, like the new Avengers with fucking Peter T'Challa, Star Lord,
I thought they showed that.
another Gamora, a different version of Gamora, and I believe the Doctor Strange was in there. I don't. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, but
I don't know.
No, I think you're right, Steve. I think you
I
are.
don't know. I gotta look back. I gotta go back and look at that again because I
it
don't.
was in the
remember.
trailer, so it definitely hasn't been in an episode yet. So we're at least tying in another. Oh, and Peggy Carter was there. Peggy Carter's Captain America was in that shit for sure. So if you're already bridging together episode 1 and 2,
Yeah, I think there's more tie-ins and more kind of like a through line to this series.
it's gonna be the season finale. What if our main characters from all these fucking episodes were the Avengers?
Because they're not. I think they're gonna be like a different. They're gonna have a different name. It's like Guardians of something. I don't know. Yeah, because it's where Yandu was there too, but I could be wrong. I didn't.
definitely know.
Yes, this was Disney-fied. I mean, you're having people eat people, but I mean they went pretty dark with it, with the zombie horde, with seeing, Cap eating Sharon Carter, seeing Iron Man and them taking out Thanos' team. I think that I think for a zombie,
You're right.
cartoon, it was a bit darker than a super Disney-fied. But yes, they couldn't go in and just have like gore spilling out of there. Like it just,
It would have been awesome though.
of course,
Yeah, it would have been awesome. Yeah, Steve, you're right. They are in that round.
Yeah, they're doing
they're
the
doing
whole
a
thing,
circle.
right?
Yeah, with a new team. So I enjoyed it. I don't give it a hero. I agree. I think the high point so far is the Doctor Strange episode. I think that is the best single episode. But I give this one a high sidekick. I think this was pretty good.
Well,
I'll give it a sidekick. I thought it was. I thought
And
it was
then
fun.
and again, like I said, like
It's fine.
T'Challa, talking about death, kind of hit me. I had a little emotional feeling there when he was talking to Peter about death. That they're not,
yeah.
Of
Well,
course.
they definitely hit that with that. They definitely knew what they were doing when they did that shit.
Well, I don't think they did though, because nobody knew he was dying.
Yeah, I think this was done after though. Like I think this was kind of.
No, this was.
I don't know. Was it done during? Did he record all?
He
this?
recorded all this. Yeah, he recorded all
You
this.
sure this was this? You sure he didn't say? He said this in a movie.
He
said
did.
that line in the movie.
He did, but they recorded all this. He recorded. He came back and recorded these episodes.
Okay.
All the T'Challa stuff is recorded here.
Okay. I thought he probably just added that in, but I mean,
In that Avengers roundabout shot too, Sean, there's a Black Panther in there, and I'm wondering if that's gonna be Killmonger.
It might be.
it could be.
Because we didn't get the Iron Man episode where Iron
Nope,
Man and
not yet.
Killmonger are together.
Yep.
So,
So it could be. They could bring all of them back.
and this was supposed to be a 10-episode season. They had to trim it down to 9. So I wonder what episode got knocked off. Maybe, hopefully, Party Thor.
Man, if they bring back the dark or the evil version of Doctor Strange for that Avengers little team up, and like the fucking Watcher yanks him out of this fucking little dimension prison that he's in, and he just gets dropped in and gets to try to make amends. He's gonna be the rawest motherfucker on that whole battlefield, dude. He's going to be going ham.
Oh, don't worry. We'll see. We'll see Dark Doctor Strange in Spider-Man: Far From Home. I keep telling you that. That's coming. I keep telling you that.
I know you keep telling me that. I don't see it happening, but that's
I saw
fun.
that. I saw something online this week that I thought was great. A little. It was like, what if at the end of Spider-Man: Far From Home, like, it's fucking Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire, and fucking Doctor Strange has a little portal open up behind Toby. It's time for Toby to go home, and he's like, something my uncle always told me. and he drops the fucking line on Tom Holland at the end of the movie. With great power comes great responsibility, and then fucking bails out and goes into the portal.
I would cry and use my tears as
I would cry too. That's an emotional moment for everybody. I'm like,
something that Uncle Ben always told me and reminded me, because
it's like he's never gotten that line given to him in the movies yet.
That we have seen, yeah. I mean, this was the first time they acknowledged Uncle Ben in the MCU. So
yeah, it is the first time. I didn't give it a rating, but I still hate the fucking animation. God, I hate the animation. But
it didn't bother me here. I mean, I think the worst one, which I liked it for the nostalgia piece, but I know you guys said you hated those Superman cartoons, and I wasn't in love with them either. But for the time and old timey, the Agent Carter, the Captain Carter one, I think looked the worst. I think that one came off the worst.
I'm just getting used to it at this point, but I fucking still hate it.
Vision looks terrible.
I didn't like how they looked. But Zombie Wanda was fucking terrifying. I mean,
Zombie Wanda was pretty cool. I liked fucking Wasp getting giant and shit, turn into a giant zombie. Like that was kind of cool.
That was cool. Yeah, I liked when Wasp went into Sharon Carter and it fucking exploded her. I was like, that was cool.
That's really cool too. Also when Vision fucking killed himself and pulled the fucking stone out, and then all the zombies fucking broke the field and started walking in, I was like, oh shit.
I did like the happy moment. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, I can't believe they killed Happy. But of course,
Hawkeye fucking put a damn bow and arrow through his fucking shoulder.
These zombie superheroes are like zombie superheroes. Like they're still doing their superhero shit.
No, it makes sense.
It wasn't like brains. Zombie Falcon was like, I'm flying in here on a fucking wings, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Pow, shoot missiles and shit. Like,
yeah, but when Okoye cut his ass in half.
Oh, that was pretty raw too.
And Bucky was like,
Bucky
I'm sorry.
Cap in half.
Huh? Yeah.
I like when he was like, I think that's enough, Cap. I was like, oh.
Cut Cap in half.
Call back.
Yeah, and then the callback. We're at the end of the line, Cap. I was, I mean, that's the line. I was like,
call back.
But see, that's the thing. That's where like this is good. Like, yes, it was some Disney fight, especially because you're focused on Peter. I think Peter was like the moral compass of it. Like smile, Peter, and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. But they showed some shit. You saw Captain America zombie cut in half. You saw Sam Wilson
I'm gonna have to
head split down the middle. Okoye jumped up and cut his ass in half. And Bucky's reaction.
You know what I would enjoy to see, Steve, out of all this? A dead Captain Marvel.
Where the fuck was her zombie? You know what would have been awesome if she was just rambling around in the crowd? Just got
but she'd have been so fucking powerful. She would have killed everybody anyway.
That's what I was waiting for Wanda, but they explained it a little. They kind of showed it a little bit that they know their powers, but they're not as accurate because like Hawkeye missed, when he shot the arrow, so he wasn't perfect because he was still kind of like they were there, but they weren't all 100% there.
I don't know, man. Fucking Iron Man did poke his hand through that portal and fucking blast the whole fuck out of Ebony Maw real quick. Like,
well, right, but he was like right up. Right? He was right up against his head.
He flew up into the air and then did a superhero landing. Like, come on.
He did. And then they ate him.
Yeah, I think this is a little much, guys.
No, but I also like that the Hulk saved Banner.
Well, the Hulk's he can't. Yeah, the zombies can't break through his skin.
Yeah, which was good.
So pretty awesome. Like, you want the Hulk on your team in the zombie apocalypse. That's what I want, because they can't bite him.
Yeah. Again, but I want to see what happened to him, because clearly we didn't get a chance to see that shit.
That's why I think we're going to get more, because they've done the comics in multiple runs. There's been Marvel Zombies 2, Marvel Zombies 3, Marvel Zombies versus Ash and the Army of Darkness. So I think
she tossed the shit out of Bucky. I don't know where the fuck Bucky went, but he is a super soldier, so clearly he should land on his feet.
Oh yeah, I think Bucky will be fine. I think they'll be able to find him.
Who was in the Quinjet at the end?
It was
Black Panther,
Ant-Man, and Spider-Man. Yeah, just the three of them.
Bucky was...
No, it's just the three of them. Because remember, she launched Bucky. And the other thing too is like, remember when Bucky was fighting Cap and Cap bit at him and he used his vibranium arm to block the bite.
Yeah.
I was like a lot of this stuff they did a real good job at kind of deflecting
You're
that,
right.
showing
Right
that.
now, I'll bump it up. It's a high sidekick for me.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I'm still gonna go because I hate the animation, so it's gonna go sidekick for me. It's not a 0 though. I'm gonna give it credit. It was okay at best, but
Is this your second favorite episode then of the one so far? Because I know you didn't like the T'Challa, you didn't
I
like
would
the
say this is
Agent
my second.
Carter.
This is my second.
Or-
This
So
is
this
my-
is just behind the Doctor Strange for you.
It's not just because no, Doctor Strange is high on the level. Like it's this is low tier. This is like tinkering, but yeah, Doctor Strange is on like this level.
Okay.
So, but I enjoyed it. I hate the animation, but I still enjoyed it at best. All right,
I'm liking
All
that
right.
you're
I'm coming around.
you're coming around.
Still
you're
love
coming
Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright killing it.
I still fucking love Jeffrey Wright's voice, man. If he's not the Watcher in fucking the MCU for real, I'm gonna be upset.
Like I just want to look up. Did Jeffrey Wright ever narrate an audiobook? Because I just want to listen to
Just
that.
listen
all
to his
fucking-
voice. Just sit there and sleep and just listen to Jeffrey Wright
The
talking.
dulcet tones of Jeffrey Wright.
There you go.
Like him and Nick Offerman. If him and Nick Offerman read you bedtime stories, oh my god.
Good night,
Mia
Steve.
Mia for
This
her
is the
birthday. Mia for her birthday got this. She asked her grandma to buy her this. You know, like those pillows that like they have that weird scales that like you rub up and down. And it's like rainbows on one side and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so
Yeah.
one
I
side.
got designed that shit for fucking for kids clothes.
For
I
kids-
hate it.
So one side it's like gold. You
Yeah.
flip it up and it's a whole bunch of Ron Swanson faces.
Yeah, it's flip sequence.
And but I was like, but again, I thought it was hilarious that that's what she wanted for her birthday was a Ron Swanson pillow. I was like, that's parenting then, right? Since we're talking about Nick Offerman, so
Of course.
all right, well that's it. That's What If Marvel Zombies. I telling you, I think we're gonna get a season 2 and a sequel to this episode, hopefully. But that's it. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. This is Lil.
This is Jeffrey Wright.
Oh well, this is just Steve. But go ahead, sign it out, Jeffrey Wright.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Until next time, keep it geeky. Jeffrey Wright is fired.
Oh.